want to tell you what happens when you buy gold, physical gold. The moment you go through the door, now investors, i.e. people who buy gold, they suffer abusive practices. Why? Because gold is not regulated, so they can do what they want. When you buy gold, usually what happens is that the provider sells you gold that belongs to them, so they can sell you the gold at whatever price they want to sell it to you, because they can, right? If you have 100,000 clients buying gold from you, you know the direction of the market. You manipulate the price. Why? Because you can. No regulator is going to tell you not to manipulate price. That in the city is called front running, which is illegal, and you'll go to jail. In gold, you can do whatever you want. The investors don't receive good execution prices. Why should they? Right? The regulator is not telling the broker, you must always give the best price you can to your customers. No, they don't. They give you whatever the price they want. Why shouldn't they? There is no regulator telling them what to do. And then, on top of that, the current providers have absolutely no reason to change this. Why should they? They're making money every single time you go through the door. Why should they give you better execution prices? They would basically, what is it in it for them to do any changes? Right, this is what we do. We focus on best execution. We are the only broker in the world who does not own gold. I don't own gold. I don't manipulate the price. I have no interest in manipulating your price. Why should I? I'm not going to sell you my gold. When you give me an order, I'm going to give it to the biggest peer-to-peer market, where other people like you decide the price. And all I'm doing is I'm going to direct your orders to that market. There is nothing in it for me about moving that price. We have basically developed the first algorithmic trading tools in physical gold. There is nobody in the world doing this. So that you have a little bit of a background, I was part of the team who developed the first algorithmic trading systems in equities back in '99 for Credit Suisse. And my partner did the same for UBS. So I've seen every single change in equities when you were buying shares over the phone to the most sophisticated trading systems that we have at the moment. We've done that already. We have that in Goldex. And we don't believe there is anybody doing this. And the other thing we've done, so we focus on those in two parts. First is when you buy gold. We are going to give you the best price. We are not going to manipulate the price. We are going to give you the best algos so that you always buy or sell at the best price. But once you have your gold, we are going to give you a card, a MasterCard. And you can use your gold as cash. As a matter of fact, when you have an account open and you use your card, you will decide whether you want to spend it as a normal card with cash or whether you want to sell 2.215 milligrams of gold in order to cover the £10.27 that whatever you are buying costs you. You are going to liquidate your gold in real time at real prices. And by the way, you don't need to load the card. The card is loaded with your gold, which is physical, sitting in vaults. I'm not going to tell you much about this. Gold is hot, and that's it. You look at, the cryptocurrency boom. Gold is the best cryptocurrency. It fits every single category. It's the best storage of wealth. 6,000 years demonstrated. It's also a decentralized asset class. Nobody's dictating the price, well, the providers. But as you can see, gold, as you know, gold is, there is no central bank dictating prices. And then we obviously give you the MasterCard to use it as a medium of exchange. So is there anything wrong about that cryptocurrency? No, well, actually, yes, there is one thing. It's physical, it's on your name. I go bust, it's on your name. I go bust, the creditors don't come to me, it's on your name. You always get it back. Tell me about a crypto that gives you this. Right, so this is the app. this is real money, this is real gold, this is no beta, this is proper stuff, right? So at the moment, I have £123.46 in my account, total holdings, of which I only have £5.11 left in cash, and I have £118.36 in gold. That figure will be moving probably as I'm speaking. Now 35, you see. Now I own gold in basically different locations. You can buy and sell gold across the world. I own gold in Zurich, in Toronto, and in London, as you can see. I could also own it in New York and Singapore, but for whatever reason I don't. And I can see what's the performance at the moment since I bought it. At any point, I can redeem my cash back to the bank account that I used to send money to Goldex. Or, at any point, I can add more funds through a transfer or through a debit card. Now, all the accounts that we provide will give you an account to deposit money. That account is on your name for you only. You don't need a reference. You don't need to say, oh, you know, reference whether it's mixed with somebody else's money. We give you your own account and sort code for you to deposit money, okay, and to take the money out. Now, very quickly, the markets. This is the depth, you know, the market depth. I'm seeing the different markets, best bid and offers. If you're familiar with trading, you will know what this is. When I click in it, I basically see the market depth, so it gives me an indication of what's happening liquidity-wise. I see news, so we publish our own news, but we scan the market for gold-related news. At any point, I can click onto any of them. I should be able to basically not leave the app whilst I'm actually reading the story. Yeah. Charts. We're also going to give you a view of what's happening in the market. So this is real time. This is the price just now. I can go a month ago, whatever. I move my finger on top of it. If for whatever reason I like that price, I set an alert. I will be notified with a push notification when that price hits. Okay, I can check it in US dollars, etc. You know, I can move quite a lot with this. Now, trade, buy or sell. I'm going to sell because I only have £5, so I might as well sell some. So I'm going to sell some gold. Now, I have a position of 3.765 grams. So that's 3 grams and 765 milligrams, which is another thing that providers don't allow you to do, by the way. Milligrams. You usually have to buy in lots of 1 gram, so that you know 1 gram is around 31 pounds. So if you want to buy 100 pounds, you are going to have to buy 3 grams. And that's 90 quid, and you will have 10 pounds left. We don't. We go down to the penny. You want to spend 100 pounds? I'll give you 100 pounds worth of gold. So let's sell some gold. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but you will see some flags coming down here. So let's say I want to sell 2 grams. Okay, can you see Zurich there? Our algorithmic has already told me that out of all the locations where I own gold, which were 3, if you remember, I should sell from Zurich. It's the best place for me at this second to sell. Look, can you see it changing? Up a second ago, I was saying London, Zurich. It's actually finding the best combination for my gold. Now, out of £62.90, which is the value of my trade, if I sell in Zurich now, I'm going to make £6.19 more. So I'm actually making around, 10%? Just following my recommendation. And you don't have to do anything, CC. I'm going to sell, I'm going to smart sell. I'm confirming the order. I sold gold. I've actually sold just now £60, £2.88. You know why that felt? Because the price had moved. And I've actually, had to reason because I waited too long whilst I was talking to you. So I've just sold £62.88, 2 grams of gold at an average price of this, because there's only one market. I've actually paid a commission to Goldex of 48 pence, no more. And I've sold it from Zurich. So I can go back to my account, and I see, you see now I have cash. I have 67 quid, before I only had 5. And now, of course, I own less gold. That's why I only have 55 quid. Now, this is very fancy and very nice, but for whatever reason, I like deciding, because I'm a control freak. I want to choose what I'm buying. So I'm going to buy, let's say, £40. And don't ask me why. I want to buy in Toronto, because and I could just go and buy, easy. Or I can say, well, you know, Toronto is currently trading at 31.54. I'm going to buy at a limit price. I'm going to buy only at 31. And I'm going to leave that order live until whenever, you know, a date or until I cancel it. So I'm going to buy it there and have an open order in the market. When that price hits, I will receive a message saying you've bought the gold. In the meantime, that order is live, you know, until you cancel it, which is very easy to do. Anyway, so that's the trading part. This is the card, which we are now incorporating into the system. The card has already been approved by the MasterCard scheme. We have the biggest issuers probably in the UK called Prepaid Financial Services. They actually won the biggest European award in technology representing the UK a couple of days ago. And these guys are basically issuing the cards for us. Now, over here, the clients will be able to control the card, whether you want to spend your cash or your gold. As I told you before, I own £67 in cash. I use the machine and I said, do you want cash? Well, I could take it from my 67 quid rather than my gold. Or I take it from my gold and I sell gold in real time to cover it. And the last thing I will show you is, remember this is the activity. I have an open order, which is the top one, the one we've just done together. I have an open limit order. For whatever reason, I want to cancel the order because I don't want it anymore. And that's it. I don't have an order anymore. Now, where we are today, we are launching this month in the app stores in the UK. We have, to date, done some seeding rounds. We have tremendously worldwide people as investors and shareholders. Among those, we have PFS, Prepaid Financial Services. They set up a €1 million award, and we won it, and so they're major shareholders. And we're recruiting people. We have phenomenal people. I mean, I have a CFO that is joining this week who has been in 3 unicorns in India, and India is a big market for us. And basically, we are now doing a fundraising. The app is actually going live next month. We are doing the fundraising with, sorry to mention, Grant Thornton at the moment. And we are doing a Seeders campaign in 2-3 weeks post-launch. So if you're interested in hearing anything more about us, but please let me know. Thank you.